Hello, welcome to my Celeste room. The spirit of autumn has begun to creep up on me. I'm starting to really vibe with the autumnal vibes. And something strange has been happening to me because I'm really against like the whole grayish thing going on. People wearing all brown, all gray. I mean, all black is like a different thing, but beige, oh no. I am pretty much like very much against it, but I'm warming up to brown clothing. I think it's because I'm kind of getting a little bit like in the autumnal spirit, and brown is a good autumnal color. So like connecting a little bit more with earth tones, I guess. I'm very much like a pastel girly. Rachel Maxey would be really proud about the turn of events lately with my taste. And this project will be just me making some really cute autumnal skirts that I can wear. I don't know, like maybe I'll get one of those like really cute, like vintage looking, like Halloween graphic t-shirts and stuff. Just like something that I can like just like throw on, I guess. One thing that I have seemed to struggle with when it comes to making skirts is getting the waistline, you know, just right. Not too loose, not too tight, but like tight enough. It sits where I want it to. It's not too like chunky or bulky, and it works just fine. The closure isn't awkward. You know, I'm an amateur seamstress. I learned how to sew in a costume construction class in college. Other than that, I'm like self-taught. There's some stuff that, you know, I kind of have to learn myself, but that's how it is with anyone who sews. It's just a matter of, did you figure this out when you were 12 or when you were 27 or 37 or 47 or 57? But I went on Etsy because Rip Joann's. I went on Etsy and I was finding a bunch of this really cute autumnal looking fabric, and I'm like, what if I go for some like burnt oranges and like browns and things like that, and I'll show you what I found, what I'm gonna make these skirts out of. So this is gorgeous, obviously, and it's brown, which is quite a pivot for me, and I'm not sure how long it's gonna last. I think I've made friends with brown, but yeah, it's very autumnal and it's still me. It's florally and oranges, browns, and it's gonna be really cute. This fabric is all just freshly out of the washer, so it's pretty much all prepped. I would just run the iron over it. I bought 3 yards of each fabric because I think that'll be plenty for the puff that I want the skirts to have. This, I mean, at first glance, like it really doesn't look the most autumnal. I thought it was like really kind of like cottagecore, and it's, you know, like, I don't know, the greens in it, there is beige in it, the browns. To me, it passes as autumnal, okay? This one is obviously very autumnal. It's giving pumpkin. Just this like orange, viney, floral, like the vines have little like thorns on them. Really nice. So it's already kind of like late at night, so I'm not gonna do like too much work on this tonight, but I think I can get the fabric all cut out. And what I'm gonna do is, I think the amount of gathering that I want will be like my waistband times 3. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll be figuring it out kind of as I go, but I am gonna use some trims and cute little things. Yeah, I've been planning this for a long time and I've been looking forward to it. And I really hope I can make them like a good fit so that I actually wear them, because I've been looking forward to maybe having some cute fall skirts to wear. Okay, fabric is cut out. I might have it in me to iron a little bit tonight. We'll see. Waistband, Fingers crossed. I cut the fabric, like I cut the skirt length to be 33 inches. I'm on the taller side. So, and I tend to like a longer skirt. I like it when it hits like a specific spot on my shin. I just think that, I don't know, it makes me feel like I have like little dainty lady feet. But cutting it 33 inches, it's gonna give me plenty of room to hem it or cut it up if I want. And call me crazy, but I think when the time comes soon, I am just gonna gather this all by hand. I may regret that. I may end up regretting that decision when I'm doing it, but I don't know. Whenever I like cut out a skirt and I set out to gather it, I'm always using so much fabric. Like it always feels like I'm using so much. And with this time I'm using like a specific measurement for the skirt and the gathering. And with my clothing brand that I will be creating soon, I am thinking that I want the skirts to be 3 times the waistband gathered. So I need to test that out like really good, you know, real good. Make sure that I'm really sure about that. But from examples I've seen of like, okay, this is what the gathering looks like when it is 3 times the waistband. It's always like, yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I got these Victorian boots from American Duchess, and they're not broken in yet, but these boots with some cute fall skirts. Oh my god. Yeah, that's gonna be like top-notch vibes. So, I don't want to speak too soon, but it's seeming like for all of the skirts, the fit is gonna be pretty good. I am pretty happy with like how the gathering looks. And so what the plan is here is I'm gonna sew the waistbands on today and essentially have the skirts all made except for the little fun parts. Well, I'm gonna have the skirts all made, and then I'm gonna add the little doodads and the little things. I was at the thrift store today and I bought some like bags full of like random remnants and stuff, and it was like $1 for a bag. So I got a couple of them and I found a few that I thought could potentially work as adornments of some kind for a skirt. Not only do I have the actual remnants of the fabric that I used to make the skirt, but I have these now. And I also have lots of trims and things that I'm definitely gonna use, like this. Very cute. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna use all of these yet, and that's kind of the fun part. But everything does need some type of trimming or ruffly bit at the bottom, and I am gonna like make some out of the same fabric too. So these are things to think about while I actually finish constructing them. This stuff I am probably going to use on the bottom. We'll see. You'll see. We're gonna see together. So waistbands are all on and attached. This one, looks kind of atrocious. The stitching is like, I don't know if I want to show it up close, but it's like way off. I thought, you know, beforehand I was like, how am I gonna go about like making sure that it's not super uneven and like doesn't look like crazy like this? And I was like, you know, I'll just like go as straight as I can, it'll be fine. But this was very bad. But I was thinking that I would put something over this anyway, like to cover up like part of the waistline, because I got a little bit of that like tucked in there a little bit. So I'm gonna need to like cover it up anyway. And that just gave me like really cute ideas for the other skirts as well, because I was like, the other ones are not as atrocious as the green one, but I was like, it could be really cute to add some of these trims, like kind of right where the seam would be, and it would hide like mistakes. Some of these trims that I have, it's not enough to go on the bottom, you know, on the bottom hem, like there's not enough of it for that, but it's really cute, like this itty bitty ruffle broderie anglaise, and this insertion lace trim. There's enough of this to go on the waistbands of the other two skirts, and that's what I'm gonna do. But first I'm gonna put this on the green skirt because it's bad. It's bad looking. And this has like a little meshy part at the top, and I'm not too crazy about that, so I'm actually gonna cover it up with a little bit of this cottony lace stuff, and it'll look like that. Okay, so I have the trimmings sewn onto the waistband of each skirt. I am liking where each of them are headed. If anything, it's just this one, I don't know, something about like, maybe it's the color combination that I'm not fully sure about, but once I get something on the bottom, I really think that's gonna like balance it out for me. I think that maybe I will go with this on the bottom of this, which means I need to iron some things real quick. And I haven't really decided what kind of embellishments I'm gonna put on the actual like skirt, the body of the skirt. I really like this fabric scrap that I got at the thrift store. I don't know if this would be like the right color, you know, to go with this, or if I would want something a little more like that doesn't stand out too much. If I would maybe want something that doesn't stand out too drastically against the orange. I have this, it's like kind of a really muted salmon with like little dots. For what I'm thinking, that might be good. I don't know. I'll put the bottom trimmings on and then I'll look at what I have and then I'll see. So I need to kind of catch you up on the things that I've done with my skirts. So on the green one, I've added this. Really pretty. I'm pretty happy with that. The orange one, I have partially closed this one up in the back. It's like I used two different things. So I used this lower embroidery stuff, and then I used this second trim just because I felt like maybe it just needed like an extra bit of something. This one, I did make this thing that I was gonna like gather up and make kind of like like my own like pleated trimming for it. Honestly, I totally forgot that that was what I was gonna do, and I just added this stuff to the end. And I'm actually pretty okay with it. I think it's really cute. Now, of course, you know, I could just call it there. I could just say that that's good, but I felt like I've wanted to add some little like bows in various places on the body of the skirt. So I made these little guys. I am going to place these on the orange one. I'm gonna try to be as even as possible as I can to place them out, but I'm just gonna put them like kind of on the ends like this. So I'll just go through and pin, and then I'll probably stitch them down with the machine. There are 6 little bows. That's cute. The bows are more of like an ecru than the other trimmings, but honestly I'm not that worried about it, and I feel like it adds like, I don't know, the fact that the bows kind of like stick out just a little bit, it adds like a super cute like dimensional quality to it. With the brown floral skirt, I want to use brown ribbons. I've done that kind of thing before, but I never used an iron to help me shape the ribbons beforehand. Like before, I just like placed it all on my fabric, and then I stitched it down by hand, and I just really like shaped it all by hand. But so I don't really know if this is gonna be a waste of my time, but I'm just gonna press it. I'm gonna press these bows a little bit. I think that's good. Okay, that's cute. And this was why I didn't close up this skirt. I think I have like 5 bows that I can use. Oh, it did not hold its shape really. You know, I bought some fabric glue a while ago. I kind of bought it specifically for this purpose, to sew, or I mean, affix ribbon work to a dress or a skirt, and I'm a little bit afraid to try it, and also I don't know where it is. But you know, the only good way to get this on otherwise would be to hand stitch it, and I don't really feel like doing that. I think that could really hold me up in as far as getting this project done. Oh, that's cute. That's gonna be very cute. Good idea. Kind of looks like a spider on camera. Oh, I have 3. That's not so bad. This one I'll put in the middle because it's long. So I found my fabric glue, and I'm gonna see how it goes. Just in like a little tiny part of this. I'm just gonna see. But it says that it's washable. It's not really staying. Oh. Let it dry for 2 to 4 hours. Okay. I'm worried it's gonna leave behind like really dark like blotches through the satin of the ribbon, and that it'll be really clear that it's been glued and not sewn. So I'm kind of hesitant about this. I can let it sit and look at it tomorrow. For this one, I am using this like lacy ribbon. I made a bunch of these. It's like bias tape. It's like lace bias tape that I just picked up from Walmart. Maybe I want to do the same thing with this one as I did with the orange one, where I just kind of put it like, I spaced them evenly along the bottom. I would cut this part, but I feel like that's kind of a good way to add embellishments like this, because it's right where, you know, it's right by the hem where there's already a trim. So like, I don't know, I guess it seems less random and like it'll fit in a little bit better. Not that it wouldn't be cute if it were somewhere else. Yeah, if I just cut these parts so that it's like it fits in better with the actual length of the skirt. And then it's like kind of just a little like delightful surprise at the bottom. And I don't know how well I could stitch these down, or if I even I'm unfortunately though, I think they have to go on the body of the skirt. I think that's I think that's what's gotta happen. Even if they're just like hanging kind of loose like that, I think it would be very cute if they were up further. Okay, yeah, that's already like really cute. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Because I think otherwise, if they're not sticking out a little bit, I think they blend in a little bit too much with the color of the actual skirt. So I think the glue turned out all right. I feel pretty happy with how it looks. So I think I'm gonna just do that with the rest of them. I'm gonna quick stitch down the little bows for the other skirts and do the closures really quick, and I don't know if I'll finish everything tonight, but maybe pretty soon it should all be done. All right, so it's a little bit hard to see. There you go. The glue kind of worked out. It's better than hand stitching, I'll say that. Yeah, so I have 3 bows glued down. I did do a hook and eye closure for this one, and honestly, I hate sewing hook and eye closures. Closures are like my least favorite thing, and I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I think with the other ones, I really don't want to do hook and eyes, and I don't think I have like short zippers, you know, that would work. But I think with the other 2, I'm just gonna do like a button. Ugh. But I was able to try this on and wear it because I put a closure on it. And my thoughts are that I think the gathering is pretty good, pretty, you know, voluminous. It gets a pass from me. But weirdly, I think the skirt is a little bit long, you know, a little bit too long. Even if you take out, like even if I didn't have the little ruffle on the bottom here, I think it still would be maybe a little bit too long. And maybe if I had like 10 more inches to gather the skirt in with, maybe that would make a difference, but also I don't really know. It's just interesting. I was like surprised by myself to come to that conclusion about the gathers, and it's obviously, I still like this, and it's not like too long that I don't like it. I don't think that would happen, but I think it could be just a tad bit shorter. Controversial opinion, controversial with myself. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is just the ruffle on this one. I mean, the ruffle, this does add like a good 3.5 inches. Okay, I gotta decide if I'm gonna do buttons or zippers. You know, I think I might just go buttons, and I'll make also one big button, one big buttonhole for each one. Okay, I realize this orange and this orange are not the same. But they're both orange, and it looks good. I am liking how this waistband turned out. It is like a little bit roomy, but I'm actually okay with that. I think that's gonna lend itself to being really comfy, you know, as I go throughout my day. The pairing with my boots is not disappointing me. I'm obsessed with these boots. So, this is what we've got going on. I didn't wind up using any of that scrap fabric that I found at the thrift store. I pretty much made do with a lot of stuff that I already had. I did pick up some brown ribbon. That was the only thing that was like new other than the fabric that I bought, but a lot of the trims I had lying around. This is the only skirt that has a hook and eye. I'm not like thrilled about doing and undoing the hook and eye. I do kind of wish it had a button, but you know, it's fine. I did it already. It's no big deal. I feel like the orange skirt did not, I mean, it definitely feels long, but not too long when I have my boots on. Okay. This is very cute. I'm loving this. You can see the top of my boots in this one, so you can see like the socks that I'm wearing. And with the orange one, you couldn't see that, which I kind of liked. I like the bow, the ribbon work I did. And since they're brown, they kind of look like spiders, which I realized, like at first I wasn't thrilled about that, but then I realized that that's very like autumnal, very fall. It is too warm right now to be wearing these sweaters, but like, look at how cute this one looks with this. Okay. I am loving all of these. With the boots, it is like chef's kiss. I love them. Yeah, the boots are definitely like the cherry on top. Well, I am definitely happy with the outcome of this project, and I like all three skirts, and they're all comfortable. The waistband is obviously comfy enough that I can tuck a sweater into them, and like not too tight. It's like, it's just right. It's like I'm learning or something. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my content. You can find me at the Missy Alexander on Instagram and TikTok. I have merch as well on TeePublic if you would be interested in that. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.